Welcome back to Game Ultra. Today we're talking about 10 single-player games that are absolute must-plays. These aren't just good games, these are experiences that will stick with you long after you put the controller down. Whether you're into action, RPGs, or something totally different, this list has something for everyone. So grab your favorite snack, and let's dive into the top 10 single-player games you need to play at least once in your life. Sifu. This kung fu revenge story is all about getting better through dying, and trust me, you'll die a lot. You play as a martial artist, hunting down the people who killed your family, but here's the twist. Every time you die, you age up and get stronger, but also closer to permanent death. The combat feels incredible, like you're in a real kung fu movie with dodges, counters, and brutal takedowns. Each level is handcrafted, and you'll need to learn enemy patterns and use the environment to your advantage. What makes Sifu special is how it makes failure feel like progress. Each death teaches you something new about the fight, and when you finally nail that perfect combo, it feels amazing. Returnal. This sci-fi horror game mixes bullet hell shooting with psychological storytelling in ways that will mess with your head. You're Celine, an astronaut stuck in a time loop on a hostile alien planet, where every death resets everything but keeps some upgrades. The shooting feels tight and responsive, with tons of different weapons that transform and evolve as you use them. Each run through the world is different because everything changes. Rooms, enemies, and items all shuffle around randomly. The story unfolds slowly through audio logs and environmental clues, building this creepy atmosphere that gets under your skin. It's tough as nails, but fair, and when you finally break through to a new area, the rush is incredible.
Hostile fauna dispatched.
Metal Gear Solid 5. The Phantom Pain. Kojima's stealth masterpiece gives you a massive sandbox to play with and says, go wild. You're a big boss building a private army while hunting down the people who destroyed your old base. The stealth gameplay is pure perfection. You can approach every situation in dozens of different ways, from going in guns blazing to never being seen at all. The AI adapts to how you play, so if you always go for headshots, enemies start wearing helmets. You can extract soldiers, vehicles, and resources to build up your base, which then helps you on future missions. The world reacts to everything you do, from weather affecting visibility to time of day changing guard patterns. It's a stealth game that respects your creativity. Horizon Forbidden West. Aloy's second adventure takes everything great about the first game and cranks it up to 11 with more machines, bigger world, and better combat. You're exploring a post-apocalyptic America where robot dinosaurs roam the Earth, and nature has reclaimed everything. The combat is all about using different weapons and tactics against different machine types. Some you fight with fire, others with ice, and learning these weaknesses is key to survival. The world is absolutely gorgeous, from underwater ruins to desert landscapes, and every area feels unique and alive. What really hooks you is uncovering the mystery of what happened to the old world through holographic recordings and ancient ruins. The story deals with heavy themes, but keeps you engaged with great characters and plot twists. Shadow of the Colossus. This game proves that less can be more by giving you just 16 boss fights in a vast, empty world. And somehow that's perfect. You play as Wander, trying to bring back someone you love by defeating massive creatures called Colossi. Each Colossus is basically a living puzzle that you need to climb and find weak spots on while they try to shake you off. The world feels lonely and mysterious, with ruins and ancient structures hinting at a lost civilization. What makes this game special is how it makes you question if you're doing the right thing. These creatures aren't really evil, they're just living their lives. The emotional impact builds with each victory until the ending hits you like a truck. It's art disguised as a video game. Elden Ring. From Software took their brutal difficulty and put it in an open world, and somehow it works perfectly. You're a warrior trying to become the Elden Lord in a fantasy world that's gone completely insane. The combat is classic Dark Souls. Timing, patience, and learning from your mistakes are everything. But now when you get stuck on a boss, you can just leave and explore somewhere else until you're stronger, or find better gear. The world is full of secrets, hidden areas, and NPCs with their own weird stories that you piece together through cryptic dialogue. Magic builds are actually viable now, and there are so many different weapons and playstyles to try. It's still hard as hell, but the open world makes it feel more fair and less frustrating. Resident Evil 4 Remake. Capcom took a classic and somehow made it even better with modern graphics and tighter gameplay. You're Leon Kennedy rescuing the president's daughter from a creepy cult in rural Spain, and everything that can go wrong does. The over-the-shoulder camera puts you right in the action while keeping that claustrophobic horror feeling. Combat is all about resource management. Every bullet counts, and you're constantly deciding whether to fight or run. The inventory system is like a puzzle game where you're trying to fit everything in your limited space. What makes it work is how it balances action and horror perfectly. You feel powerful enough to fight, but scared enough to want to avoid combat when possible. The pacing is incredible, constantly switching between different types of challenges. The Witcher 3. This fantasy RPG sets the bar for how to tell stories in an open-world game. You're Geralt, a monster hunter looking for his adopted daughter while the world falls apart around him. Every quest feels like it matters, even the small ones, because the writing is so good and choices actually have consequences. The combat lets you mix swords, magic, and alchemy to create your own fighting style. What really makes this game special is how it treats you like an adult. Moral choices aren't black and white, and sometimes there's no good option.
Get down.
The world feels real because everyone has their own problems and motivations that don't revolve around you. Side characters are memorable and well written, making you actually care about helping them solve their problems.
Conjure it! Bastards, conjure it!
Red Dead Redemption 2. Rockstar created the most detailed world ever made, where you can lose hours just watching NPCs go about their daily lives. You're Arthur Morgan, an outlaw whose gang is falling apart as the Wild West dies around them. The story is a slow burn that builds to an emotional crescendo about loyalty, family, and what it means to be a good person. Every system in the game is designed to make you feel like you're really living in 1899. Your horse bonds with you, your beard grows in real time, and your actions affect how people see you. The attention to detail is insane. Animals have realistic behaviors, weather affects everything, and the physics make every gunfight feel different. It's less about fast action and more about taking your time and living in this incredible world they've created.
What the hell do you think you're doing? Why the hell did you drag us into this, Charles? That all of them? Doesn't look like it.
Chrono Trigger. This 1995 JRPG is still the gold standard for how to make a perfect game with zero wasted content. You play as Chrono, a silent hero who accidentally gets caught up in a time-traveling adventure to save the world across different eras. The combat system lets multiple characters combine their abilities for devastating combo attacks that never get old. What makes it special is how your actions in the past affect the future. You can see the results of your choices by traveling forward in time. The story hits all the right emotional beats without overstaying its welcome, and every party member feels unique and important. The multiple endings encourage replay, and the New Game Plus mode lets you carry over your progress for different story paths. It's a masterclass in game design that modern RPGs still try to copy. If you only play one JRPG in your life, make it this one. And there you have it. 10 single-player games that will give you experiences you'll never forget. From the kung fu action of Sifu to the timeless perfection of Chrono Trigger, each of these games brings something special to the table. What's your favorite single-player game of all time? Drop it in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video if it helped you find your next gaming obsession, and subscribe to Game Ultra for more awesome gaming content. Until next time, keep gaming.